Hello everyone, it's Jack Cotton, luxury real estate expert, author, and agent. I can't believe it's Christmas week. Seems like it was just 4th of July just a few short weeks ago, but already Christmas week. You know, a little while ago, a few months ago, actually even a year or so ago, my son and I were thinking about all the stuff that Santa Claus does to get ready for Christmas Eve, Santa's Christmas Eve preparation. And we wrote down 7 things that Santa does to get ready for Christmas Eve, and I thought I would share it with you because there's some important lessons in here that we as realtors, especially luxury realtors, can use. So let's take a look at what they are. Number 1, Santa gives his reindeer extra food and water for the upcoming year. So he wants them to be ready for the upcoming year. So we need to make a plan for the upcoming year to, what are we going to do to make sure we maintain our health, that we have good nutrition, that we get exercise, and we're ready to maintain the health level required to attain our goals for the upcoming year. Number 2, Santa brings out special footwear for the reindeer because, as you know, a lot of roofs are steeply sloped and it's easy to slide off in the wintertime, especially when there's snow and ice up there. So he has special reindeer shoes for all of his reindeer, 32 feet in all for all those reindeer. So what do we do for us to talk about for next year? We want to make sure we're ready for next year with the proper tools we need for our trade. Proper tools would be a business plan, all the stuff we need, the right software, the right customer relationship management software, for example, all the forms we need, measuring devices, dictation. If you're going to make a goal to be dictating your listings and dictating all your correspondence in the new year, having all that equipment ready is critical for you to be ready for the upcoming year. Number 3, Santa loads the sleigh big boxes first. If you've ever read 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, Stephen Covey talks about this whole concept of the big rocks first. Well, I think he learned that from Santa because Santa always loads his sleigh with the big boxes first. So having systems in place, organize, checklists and everything, because do the big things first and then you can always find a space to fit in the small things afterwards. But think about your life. What are your big rocks that are important to you for achieving in the upcoming year? And work on those first. Number 4, this is a sad one, this is a harsh one, this is a hard one, but Santa does put a little bit of coal under the seat of his sleigh. Hopefully all the kids will be good next year, but you never know. So he's prepared, he's pre-prepared for the unlikely event that he's going to have to put some coal in somebody's stocking. So we need to have contingency plans also. What if we get sick in the upcoming year? What if we break a leg or something and we can't work, or if our assistant quits? Work on your contingency plans for next year. And most importantly, when you're doing your business planning and your budgeting for next year, make sure you have some reserves put away that can get you through a rough patch in the road should it occur for you. Number 5, Santa gets a manicure. If you think about that famous story the night before Christmas at the very end, when he lays a finger aside of his nose and giving a nod up the chimney he rose. Well, if he had a rough and scraggly fingernail, his nose would be a wreck by the time the night was over. So he doesn't want to have his nose all messed up from laying a finger up there all day long. So what can we do? People judge us by our appearance. So let's think about the upcoming year. What are we going to do differently or better so that we can look more professional, so that we can maybe just make a better first impression, because that's how people judge us in the upcoming year. Maybe you have to buy a new wardrobe. Maybe you're going to get yourself a manicure. Who knows? But we also need to be excited about the new year, because that's a big part of how people judge us. They judge us by our enthusiasm, our passion for the business. And you know what? We might even get a manicure to make ourselves look that much better next year. Number 6, Santa programs his GPS. I don't know how he did it in the old days, but these days, Santa's got to have a GPS to find his way around the world with a sleigh. So what we can learn from that is that we need to set goals for upcoming year. Your business plan, your goals, is like your GPS. The GPS you have in your car, where you plug in your destination, and then the route that it plans through your GPS is actually your action plan for achieving your goal, your destination goal. So we need to set goals also, just like Santa does. Create an action plan to achieve them, and just like Santa knows why it's important to reach as many destinations, we need to have a strong why that drives us to our goal also. What is your why for next year? Be ready to adjust, of course, as needed during the course of the year. Number 7, Santa sharpens the runners on his sleigh. after the night wears on and they're on these sloped roofs and the reindeer have to jump up into the air and pull the sled through that slope of the ice and snow on the sloped roof, it's a hard thing to pull, especially when the sleigh's loaded down. Having sharp runners on the sleigh really makes the job that much easier. And Stephen Covey says this also, sharpen your saw. That means you have to read, take seminars, find a coach or mentor. What are you going to do to sharpen your business saw for the upcoming year? Plan it and schedule it. Put it in your calendar for next year. What conferences are you going to attend? What conventions are you going to attend? What educational events are you going to attend? Are you going to turn your car into a classroom by having, CDs and inspirational things playing on your stereo rather than the junk that's on the radio these days? Learn and grow, sharpen your sleigh, your runners, your blades for next year. So that's it. That's all 7 things that Santa does to prepare for Christmas Eve. I hope you have a terrific Christmas, a wonderful New Year, and a phenomenal year following New Year's Day. Until next time, make it a great week.